Hey guys, we're back, and today we got a video breaking down Pan Studios' first major title, Duet Night Abyss, by showing gameplay, mechanics, cinematics, and our overall impressions after playing over 600 hours. We hope that with this video we can help you decide if you should give this game a try. My name is CJ and welcome back to the channel. I know you guys want some good discounts and deals in this holiday season, so today I'm going to put y'all on game with Loot Bar. This site has some insane deals for a ton of the most popular games going on right now, so do be sure to hop on in and check them out. They might have your favorite game on here and you can get some very big discounts. On top of that, they have a money back guaranteed and customer support, as well as thousands of positive reviews from players. And if all that wasn't enough, they do have a blog right here where you can go out and check out some of the best updates from the current games you're playing. And if all that wasn't enough to convince you, they currently have a Christmas event that is going to be incredibly valuable. Their Loot Bar Christmas Lucky Draw event that gives you a guaranteed win on your first draw and 2 times the points on your first purchase, going on from December 23rd to December 30th. Join Loot Bar Christmas Draw event and get a 10% off coupon and other grand rewards. A guaranteed win for the first draw. First purchase during the event grants 2 times Loot Bar points. Make sure you don't miss out because the rewards on here are incredibly good. Duet Night Abyss is a title that had been spoken about for a couple of years as another gacha game along the likes of games like Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves. But a few months before its release, Duet Night Abyss decided to do something not many, if any, other gacha game had done before. Completely overhauled the game and its monetization to the complete opposite end of the spectrum and removed the gacha from the game. Currently, Duet Night Abyss is as far as you can get from your traditional gacha titles, offering complete free access to every single character and weapon in its roster and basing its monetization model mainly on cosmetic. It does still share some characteristics from traditional gacha games like anime-inspired aesthetics and a featured gacha skin. And even all of these points share their own uniqueness that sets them apart from most gacha titles. Duet Night Abyss currently mixes a variety of styles with its ARPG fantasy setting, combining fast-paced third-person combat that features both melee and ranged weapon switching, as well as team building. Often described as anime Warframe due to its game modes, movement, and shooting mechanics, it's a free-to-play live service game offering loads of customization options, exploration in a semi-open world, and a focus on player-friendly progression, having removed traditional gacha for character and weapons. The game has already released on mobile, PC with its own launcher, and Steam with its 1.1 update. And to be honest with you guys, as a massive fan of games like Warframe, having played hundreds of hours, as well as anime-style games like Persona and Final Fantasy, and gacha games like Wuthering Waves and Genshin Impact, I can tell you I found this game offers loads of great aspects from each of these gaming genres. With that said though, there are some aspects of this game that shine brighter than others, and some that are specifically catered to a certain type of player, and some that will push other types away. Duet Night Abyss is a title that, despite its gacha origins and anime aesthetics, it currently sits as a game that's as far away from what a traditional gacha gamer is looking for. This game offers loads of items, characters, weapons, gear, and loot to grind for at your own pace, allowing players to grind for hundreds of hours at a time due to the removal of both the stamina system and the gacha for characters and weapons. This oftentimes goes against what traditional gacha players are looking for in a game, where they can log in and do all their daily content in 5 minutes and log off. Duet Night Abyss is the total opposite, offering players the opportunity to play and grind out the game for hours in order to progress. When it comes to the gameplay style and loop of the game, Duet Night Abyss is a grind-heavy game, similar to the likes of Warframe, requiring players to invest time and effort to build and upgrade their characters, weapons, and gear via various missions where you're tasked with eliminating hordes of enemies, rescuing a target, escorting a vehicle, or surviving while enemies hunt you down, amongst others. The game also features weekly and monthly activities that reset, as well as events that are added periodically with all various types of rewards. It's important to point out you will have to run these missions hundreds if not thousands of times to gather the resources you need to progress your account. Oftentimes this being one of the major aspects certain players critique about the game while others enjoy it. So if you're someone that enjoys grinding a lot and not being gated by stamina systems, this particular gameplay loop might be right up your alley. Account progression in Duet Night Abyss is pretty linear though. You grind the game for its resources to level up your characters, weapons, gear, and Pokemon. I mean Genimon, little monsters you can catch in the open world and use as battle partners for buffs and special abilities. All this will level up your overall account level, which will unlock higher stages and more content. In this game, much like a gacha game, character and weapons have what gacha players refer to as dupes, which is something that gives the ability to increase a character or weapon stats by fusing it with its duplicates of said items. Traditionally, in gacha games, you must pay hundreds of dollars in order to get said dupes, but in Duet Night Abyss, every single character and weapon, along with their dupes, is completely free. You do, however, have the option to buy them to speed up your progress. The thing is, usually characters don't take more than an hour to acquire and no more than a day to max dupe if they're in the shop. And even freshly released characters are given out for free with 1 or 2 dupes, sometimes even 3 if you get lucky. With all that said, you might be asking yourself, how does Duet Night Abyss make money if everything is given out for free? The first one being cosmetics. DNA is taking a firm stance towards friendly monetization and focusing on selling players tons of items to customize their characters and weapons. They also offer boosters of different sizes that speed up the time it takes you to grind materials, this currently being the most popular way they have to make money. However, I do want to point out that these are not needed, and in my hundreds of hours playing the game, I've barely ever spent any money on these items. I also want to point out that despite the drastic change from a traditional gacha to the play to acquire model they currently use, they do indeed still have some aspects remaining from the traditional gacha system, that being their limited time 1 per patch skin banner, which offers a fancy skin for a newly released character. I do want to mention though, these banners are guaranteed, and upon pulling a gold item, you are guaranteed to either get the outfit, enough currency to acquire the outfit, or if you're lucky, enough currency to purchase up to 2 outfits or plenty of other cosmetics. The game does have its flaws and aspects it still needs to improve upon. The grind in the game is quite long, tedious, and lacking of variety, only offering 1 or 2 ways to acquire most materials, forcing players to repeat the same single mission hundreds or thousands of times. And while this is not such a big problem for most players that are used to the grind of other games like MMOs or looter shooters, this aspect is highlighted a bit because the game currently suffers from a lack of deep, meaningful, and challenging endgame content where you can see the results from your hard work and labor. Plenty of other aspects of the game still need some work, like the movement and tightness of its combat, providing a more responsive experience. Nonetheless, the game also shines in plenty of areas, offering players the ability to play and grind as much as it takes to satisfy their looter tendencies, how free-to-play friendly the game is, and how easy it is to acquire characters and weapons. All in all, it's important to point out the game is the first major title from Pan Studios. Not only that, but it's a title where the devs decided to completely overhaul the monetization system from the predatory likes of gacha games and aim towards a more player-friendly monetization only months before the official game release, setting them back quite a bit in game development and completely implementing systems that were new to the game and maybe needed a little bit more time to cook before its official launch. Despite all that, the devs have acknowledged that they knew these major changes would drastically decrease their earnings, but they still went ahead with it in hopes of providing a better gaming experience. Since launch, the devs have been hard at work trying to communicate, improve, and fix the game with every passing week, trying to deliver a product that will satisfy the audience, and while much work still needs to be done, the foundation of Duet Night Abyss is solid and can absolutely aim to grow and improve as it finds its unique place in the market. Now guys, these last few notes are a personal addition of mine. I feel that as gamers, this is the type of title we should support. A game where developers move away from predatory practices and aim to provide a better product rather than milk their audiences for every single penny they own. DNA offers plenty of things to grind for and loot to acquire, and while the game loop and current amount of content is lacking, we can hope the devs continue to improve the game as we support it from the sidelines. I do think if you're someone that enjoys anime graphics and grinding for loot, building your favorite cool looking dudes or sexy looking girls, not being locked behind daily stamina systems, or having to go through the pain of losing 50/50s to acquire your favorite character, this game is definitely worth a try. So guys, whether you like it or hate it, let me know in the comment section below. For now, do be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching. Till next time.